Let's see, is everything working? It says I'm live. Alright, I bet I started on the wrong game. I bet I fucking started stream with the wrong everything going. Let's see. It says Warframe. That's wrong. We're not here for Warframe. We are here for some disco Elysium. Alright, now that's the right stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna try and get further in this. We learned something big last time we played, and should be able to progress quite a bit now. Let's see. What do we got bothering the inventory? Is it this? Okay. Damn, dude, I'm already forgetting. This is what happens when we go this long without playing it.
Yes? You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need... Sadly, I need this one myself. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare? Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise.
The RCM does not pick sides in this. I hope it doesn't come off any...
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like this, how could I stop you? Are we not human?
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Oh.
The lieutenant looks at you. He's able to contain the anger and...
Unconventional police officers.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's...
Perhaps he is.
Of course, detect. Until then, is there anything I can help?
Can I sell that team anything? Should at least.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Of course, Detective. What would you like? Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator?
Then what does that say? Does it say Docket 33A? This old proletarian haunt here? As I said...
Your synapses flesh. Yep, that's the stuff.
I assure you, they drove quite the hard bargain for this space. I am a bourgeois woman, and this is my long, incredibly lightweight, interminably bourgeois boat. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else? I mean...
Technically, the neighboring ozone. She nods attentively.
Officer.
The Crowns have qualified pleasure craft operator.
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas.
Actually, you don't. It is a little known fact among those who police that the
I'm pretty
Wayfarer
sure I do. I
Act
police.
specifically denies the RCM the authority.
The Wayfarer Act is one of the few pieces of legislation governing. The one time this busted up cabbage has something useful for your job, you just want to stare at some boat. Fine. Knock yourself out.
No need to politicize this. You may still ask for the lady's passport.
Of course.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. The Republic of Vespa, formerly the Republic of Vespa Messina, was once a dual kingdom. The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you. Face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name.
Yes. Joyce is much more efficient. My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. My sloop?
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Good. What we...
There was a touch of discomfort there. She nods.
Of course. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, had...
This forewoman, her name?
I just realized my audio's coming through my TV, my bad. Okay, there we go.
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Holly, indeed. The company suspects foul play. The point of the presentation is,
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Mr. Clare told... Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Extremely. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before. There are leaflets every work...
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines Group, just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only... That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell... I'm not sure. Naturally, And now, people are getting lynched, I hear.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, call me mañana.
This checks out. No, wait. The chief negotiator heard it from a man at the gates. Surely the Wild Pines Group has more effective channels of information. After all, 2,200 people are on strike. This is a big deal for them.
The scabs? You mean the HUD?
Don't let her answer it herself.
If the workers were organized by Wild Pines, then it would be a company.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like... Have you seen him? Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. It's how they circumvent the term limits. Of course. I'm glad you are...
Disappeared?
Yes.
This forewoman, her name?
Downright haunting. The point of...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course.
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. There's time. It's clear you like the hard stuff, brother. Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system. Fascism, brother. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachol's problems? Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing. The weak link. Yes, them women. Women, men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times. Okay, yes, that sounds much better. You're going to keep your vooz, right? Keep your vooz, brota. There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestine. It is one of betrayal and...
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
No response. He's having trouble processing it. But a moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch.
What about me? Good. Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering. That's good. Some you time? This is a police investigation. Please do.
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care.
Wild.
Give me a moment. It's...
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while.
Ask away, police. No one lives there. It's been impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. Oh, that one is a scientist. I think he studies astrology at the community. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. A symbol of what now? Ah, all I know about politics is that it's brought us more harm than good. The odd, she leaves an up.
She mumbles some kind of a response. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging.
Excuse me?
You have plenty of reason to enter.
Oh, come on.
Well, that was it.
That was smart.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than...
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not?
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment, and again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close a hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff.
The sum must have been puny.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No. These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture. I'll tell you. Martin, don't ask me what happened with the wall. Both apartments are now unrentable. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
God, I want to say I fuck shit up too. God, I want to say it.
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make...
A sudden serious look crosses her face.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry. Of course.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged...
The White Star, the photos on...
This door is made of no one answers.
We should return in the evening, at 9.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Yes. Well, I hope they're good people.
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
Hello again, officer.
The lieutenant is hatred. The woman.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. Pig's not half as dumb as he looks. Can't you tell? I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with we rarely see pigs round here, though. This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even I thought I'd mix it up. You know, summon the forces of crime and social yeah? Lying is cool, I guess. I ain't no...
Actually,
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Ooh. Not only have you found my...
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Does anyone in a city like this? It doesn't have to do anything. Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do is...
Guess there's nothing secret in here. Well, kind of doing all I can do here. No. Fuck.
Her hands move. The woman before. East Delta Commerce Center. You hear the say, you ring the, what an ominous, all you hear is static, but no, all you hear, you ring the door, you wait, for looks like someone, silence, silence, nothing happens, silence. This button, look.
Huh, this button looks new. It's probably not.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind? It's like
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
some pretty wild stuff, I hear. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
He doesn't blame them.
Maybe you should.
The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother. I don't think you understand how that joke goes, but do continue. You were asking about the strike?
Anything else? Us lorry drivers, not my thing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Oh,
Relax. He's merely joking.
ha! No, they usually get shipped to Grodd and the Ox, not unless they've illegalized.
The man taps his fingers. An old monument stands in a silver plaque. As you look, someone shot.
Okay. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is... Why not? What?
The king stands high above you. Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting. The monument stands. The woman still had no response.
Went native on. Let's talk about our right to work. What's it to you? No, don't think we've met before.
The man has turned his attention elsewhere. He shakes his fist slowly.
What's it to you? Am I a suspect? Done no crimes.
The man has turned his attention elsewhere. He shakes.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? What a thought. Your dead guy was an enemy He was an agent of the opposition. I ain't the murdering type.
He's not lying. about not...
Understood. This...
No problem. I wish that...
Do not presume this has drastically altered our... True. I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so...
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him.
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly... Find out for yourself. Endomorphic.
Interesting.
Knocked that mother sucker out last time.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close...
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
The drawer opens smoothly. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of... and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Couron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. Look how blurry all the lines... Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there? Right. This is probably not relevant to our case.
The drawer slides shut. An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is... The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. Calling. Calling. Still calling.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use.
The voice of a youngster on the other end.
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. Sir, I don't know. No. Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period? Let me fire up the machine. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one. It's not an easy watch. After, no wonder no one's been missing it. Still,
The call is terminated.
Okay, fair enough. Seems like it wasn't too useful there.
This is the night watchman's booth. The chair is not as austere as the rest. Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date. You stand and exit. A rusting control panel. Crane does not your back before the cargo container. Its drawer has...
Oh, hey, mister. Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair. Let's hear it, Harry. It's Harry. Harry Dubois. Fine, Harry. You can even be... Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly but of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 45th...
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you... Family, Harry, is the most important thing. Harry, you're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky. Outshining all other stars. Nonsense, Harry.
He's probably just making a guess based on your recent activity in Martinez.
Ah, this? My friends in your...
This translates into...
I find that very suspicious.
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. A fantastic change of heart, Harry.
And just like that, it's happening. The road...
Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss? See you soon.
What's it to you? Big mess. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain. Jam worked at Territorial. Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. When a bunch of beats me.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls held up by a belt. He ignores your question, choosing instead. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Honest men and women with rights. We came here to help.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your...
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? We were promised work. We'd be in.
The physically impressive. A lorry stuck. The windows are clear.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Looking for something, Hunt? It's about biological... Not the most popular topic nowadays. I'm not the only one. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? And unfortunately, the problem?
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing race. Go right.
Lieutenant, nope, nothing.
I've got nothing to say to you. Like I already told you. I suggest no.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her...
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. What you want is of no significance. What are we going to do? The Union is... If anything, it is the RCM who...
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling. You see 2, maybe 3 bushes, grown into a single thicket, over a period of circa 50 years. There's a little slide panel up there to let some... One can't see into the Union box from the yard outside. That hawthorn is too thick.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better? The door is closed. Still, not the lieutenant. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity? I have no idea what that means.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
fan stands still. The switch must be broken. The lights. The bed is still cold from the broken window. This must be it. The basement door.
That's probably the door Evat mentioned. We still need to get the key from this manana first, though.
Give me a moment.
The woman still.
Let's see.
A Stars Riker, one of the finest Zhimsk made motor. Not many people outside of Grad.
A Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought an old case for my precinct. A couple of... They said it was an honor.
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
I try to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like this before actually examining the body. Yes, detective? You sure you're not Jimsk?
Yes, you're sure you're not.
Hola, wandering man. How can a key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Of course, I got you. You don't know anything. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Oh, so the none of the above type, are you? I get it, I get it. I like to keep my distance too. But it doesn't matter. You see, what you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know.
Okay, but where did you get the key?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about none of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture.
He means he's not going to tell you cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung? They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. The wolf always wants more. I like wolves. All of it. However, right now we want all.
The board is where the stockholders. This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief.
By that, you mean...
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world. The old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing some, even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Then how can anything ever be mine? But that's okay. We don't have to agree. The prairie is wide enough for all of us. Quite a shitty board, I must say. Means someone's got to reform me. I, for one, want to face the fat ones when... You see, the owners already benefit greatly from the harbor. Aye, now here's the thing. So why should they be the only ones with the power to take stuff over? Hey, if the rich folks screw over poor folk with little concern for their merits or futures, why shouldn't poor folk screw over rich folk? Sure, I've had the necessary free time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. It all comes together now. The way that of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends. The man sits on the railing.
Fuck.
Whoa. What have we? A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was. The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. Our beautiful things give you a rush. Remember, when they're either This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The leather upholstery is worn. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. You knock silently.
I guess no one is in?
You're pretty sure the owner of the apartment isn't.
Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself. Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about. I mind that the local thug is using the RCM for his busy work. But if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Evrart we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did. Yes, presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task. You make the call.
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this.
Fuck. I'm gonna do
You
it. I
try
want
to be
this
as
over with.
silent as you can. Finally, the door unlocks. There might be important information in the apartment. This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the seventh. It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned...
By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing. The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a... A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious a little ring. Though cheerful, there's something disdainful in the way the curves. It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath, he's just making fun of these people. No one's telling you to like him. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a...
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magic.
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead.
You could ask Evrart who this person is, once you're... Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently.
fucking do at this point. I know something.
Every snowflake is like a little gift from... Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distracted. I think she is a bad husband.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime.
Oh, crime? You're a...
Note: reading about crime fiction is a disgrace. These books greatly overstate the excitement of... What's more, not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction, shelves filled to the brim. Shelves full of biographies of famous people.
a true cultural touchstone. Enjoy...
Several maps. The maps look old. This bookstore is amidst of these three things are the point of the book. It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't, wholeness, unity, balance. On the other, when it's up to your mind to hear, the book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gall.
Sir, I can't have you end up like...
Shelves filled to...
Oh, you're a...
Note: reading about crime fiction. These books, what's not a single you see, a killing is declared. Oh no, turns out yes, the tragedy. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your attempt to grasp at that. Shelves filled to the brim with crime fiction. These books, what's more, not a single you see, a killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. Yes, tragedy. After all this, you still haven't found the answer. A small mountain of colorful board.
Wonderful choice, sir. Lousy... I've heard they turn people...
An endless variety of source. There's all books in a board game section. Who wants to read books? There's a box. That price is steep. But then it's the third... The Greatest Innocence by Joao. Browsing through the various chapters, your educational survey is done. That's the spirit. Oh yeah, this is what I was made for. A pop quiz is a short examination. Thanks for nothing. Dolores Day. Incorrect. Sola resign. Incorrect. Her colors are... Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible. A strange sensation. Yes, the quiz is impersonal. Correct. As the first question 2. Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You... Incorrect. Vespa... Incorrect. Even though the word... Correct. Franco Negro. Question... Got it under control. No problem. Solid. Yes, there exists a group called the Founding Party. There seems to be a mix-up with the... At least it clearly wasn't Dolores Day. She wouldn't be false. She's beautiful. No, stop think. Incorrect, incorrect, correct. The most final... I've got it, honest. Of course, 0 doubts. Incorrect. What? Oh yes, yes. Incorrect. Correct. Everything. Congratulate. And F. You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day.
What's going on with you? Okay.
You are shouting at an... In your hands, you hold the cover, the exact location. The box has a nice heft to even before you open it. The plastic wrap rips off. There's a hiss as the lid slides off. Welcome to suzerainty. The instructions are, you soon figure out the basic conceit. Each player represents an administrator for there is no path to wealth. That's where each turn, as you leaf through the pages, Remember, there are many paths to victory in suzerainty, but the actual scoring system appears. You open up a number of pouches containing wooden tokens. Each cardboard token makes a satisfying.
What? You're not.
In addition to the worker and from the Empire.
Oh, those are nice.
You hold the open game box before you. The lieutenant looks over the rulebook.
Holy shit. The average playing time for this game is 1. I'm not sure we can afford to set aside that kind of time for a game.
Crinkled chew. You feel compelled to point out that you carefully. The worn map features the pat. Your finger moves, finally coming to a halt on.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? It's the ledger you've owned, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back. It's just toilet paper, still wet. An aluminium block runs the width. The surface is interrupted by looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. It depends. Aside,
maybe yours will have
any capable light with all RCM vehicles.
This means you can.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a arson, petty theft,
Huh? 2. That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous. It's okay. We all make.
Like a fan of girls, the notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap.
Huh? 2 complex cases.
Arson. Yes, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction. Yes, all others appear. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files.
Yes, however, it's a holdover from the early days of the RCM. Again, in your defense, I pray his loved one. Rail spike through the head.
You don't exactly close them. It takes about half an hour. This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Cause of failure. Rent. The mural is enormous. True love is people call it. The graffito crew is easy to track. The case files do not. The crew agrees to clean the 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message. All of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options. A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us. No one cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger. AKA Leslie. Leslie will. The only way for Leslie to stop flat. You would think. Can you keep your threatening fines? It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations. No, that's Burke. He must have in the he can't get, which is also it would be.
Oh my God, brother!
That's all you.
I
Who
can't
knows?
do these
One
games.
day they
This
still
ain't for
catch
me.
them. Some ask in suffering. They will
I'm
leave
just not in the
cigarette
mood,
butt.
and I'm just
No, you didn't
clicking through.
murder. Beaten to death by Joseph Mills. Okay. No, it's soot and water vapor. Yeah, no one at Mills has no one. See? You can't even read the thing without smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? Not much has changed in the meat. It's made of dark, something rattles inside, and something small inside. Permeables. It's not the plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli with your hands. You 4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top. The 2 sides of the board, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, without resistance or sound, 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of a young woman in her 20s. There is care. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you. Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until you. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out. Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector. You feel the ledger slip. No, hold on. To what?
Detective, is everything all right?
Wait, they killed me? I think they killed me.
There is nothing. Again. Nothing said. Well, that's me. Blue eyes. That's who was what.
He speaks of the sickening long
The co-
here in the pale because it's always there.
Tell him. Tell.
Ah, yes. In the old factory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented. It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Your name?
It's certainly your name is passed out on the ground.
You think they would let...
Oh, but
It's glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silver.
Drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter.
What happened? That does sometimes happen.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out...
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonus.
Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld. Do something important. This is with its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine driving the rear wheel, even at a standstill. Someone has waxed it recently.
No point in stopping.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. With the permeable, the acidic, like the bit. If you knew it was dunked in the toilet before getting chucked into the trash, torturing your own nose for no reason is not. Your nose is somewhere between grateful and without resistance or sound. The two panels move. The words just crossed. Who do you think? It's slightly, ever so slightly. The suzerainty box is heavy and slight. What? Does the lieutenant gives you a sour look. He may or may not hate fun, but have you tried goading him?
In your dreams, maybe. I thrashed my...
What is detective? See?
Alright. You've convinced me. I see you bring the... When I thrash...
The lieutenant in the center. Apricots. There's also... The lieutenant goes first.
Alright, detective.
You have a few... Remember what the rulebook said. You'll want to choose a strategy early on and stay committed to it. You draw a contract card. Offering. You place all your workers on the...
Not bad.
But not good enough. The as he completes his own contract card.
That's a market. It's worth 2 victory points.
The lieutenant returns your... Come on. Is that glancing over? Those aren't your... You could also show your... Well, sure, you can do that. It's just not a terribly effective strategy. But then, it's up to you. To the lieutenant's puzzlement, you spend several turns building various improvements to... Soon, your workers have access to clean water, paved roads, and basic hobbies. In return, they produce 1 extra resource per...
Too bad investing in your workers just isn't worth... Take a look at the scoring tables in the back. You see in Table 8C that investing in territorial infrastructure multiplies your final victory point total by 1, which is to say not at all. Whereas, erecting monuments in Revachol gives you a multiplier of 5. Yes.
Now it's the lieutenant's turn to respond. For several turns, you struggle to respond. You draw and, this isn't unlike the situation. Well, the suzerain was looking for new markets for all the cocaine. It was by introducing cocaine into Safre under exclusive contract. The suzerain created an extreme... If you could somehow get the lieutenant's workers addicted to your cocaine, you could not only make them less productive. Yes, you can. You've reached a critical strategic juncture. How do you respond to the lieutenant's aggression? It takes several turns, but you slowly begin accumulating the cocaine necessary to complete the contract. When you do, despite your conspicuous display, the end game, flipping through the map. Alternatively, the choice is yours. There's a reason very few players ever attempt to build a public education. Your boondoggle nearly bankrupt.
Ouch. Come on, detective. You knew the rules of... Now, let's...
Computing the finals after double, negative...
I've got 20 points. Well, there's always... Now, let's clean up.
You hold the open game box. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
All right.
The dashboard light like a leopard. The lights unfold.
There you go.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens. No, the rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM. And yet...
Let me see. Right here. Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
There are many of them, and they are are divided into the first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around. You count 216. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Fair point. This next row, the one that wraps, wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percent. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, there are certain officers, but it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. If you want to pour out the booze you've been carrying around on duty, I'm certainly not going to stop you.
A dark pool of cheap wine appears at your feet. It shimmers in the lights of the Kanema.
Very noble of you. Are we done here? Yes. Everyone has their own method. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Why not gardening? You've already got the yellow gloves.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page. To the right.
Your race descent has temporarily...
Ask what kind of races there are first.
Do you? What thing? We already got in the harbor. You just want to hear about...
There are 3 categories. I knew.
Yeah, I'm...
Yes, it would seem nonsensical.
The
Khoikos of Grad. Yugo? Zhimsk?
Yes. Pinkness is up. The Koi.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
Revasholian.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history?
The revolution. Enough of tip. Those are a receding genetic pool has led them out. The Vesper. The other overprint as proven by the Areopagita. The latter is perfect. Tips CF are a museum. It would be cruel. You understand nothing. To solve the great raise enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the lost? I cannot possibly imagine what else we...
Oh my god. So annoying.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
What's going on? Like you don't have enough on your plate.
Take the
Smelling.
you hear that? Don't let him.
You have no idea what to say now.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cops!
Oh shit. This damn game, dude.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. But that there was an interesting...
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Stay away from me, pig. I'll die before I come from...
Don't be
I'll die before I squeal. What's this?
Get the fuck...
So it's a...
I'll die before I I'll die before I... You don't...
You can... The trash containers. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds.
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me. So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place.
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
My Sunday friend. He's brilliant. Everyone wants to meet my Sunday friend. You'll see. Trust me. You do. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my...
He takes another drag of his... Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard.
Besides, I've got to run.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Something flutters in the...
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, all right?
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Different, of course. Something so very...
He's barely holding it together. It's all he...
Come on, detective, let's go.
The fuck? What a scene.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
His hands are clean and well manicured.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
I got it from the head of the Samaran delegation on my trip to Loman.
He's alluding to the...
That's really all I can tell you about it.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Because I did it?
He's clearly not a man accustomed to being spoken to in that manner, let alone to being accused of murder.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe.
He holds out his hand.
What do you mean, like in a...
It was just so strange. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive. I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human. I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from...
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything. You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such a... I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following...
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist the RCF. The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here. Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
La communauté internationale. Your employer, technically, it is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price tag, which is essential for maintaining the...
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't...
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price. A sound monetary policy is... But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
But of course. Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
A very moralist answer. Martinez? No. Martinez, Revachol is generally... But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. Do you think peace is boring? What about prosperity? My friend, that is only because you have never known the alternative. And I pray you never do.
The smile he gives you is straight off a campaign poster. The kind of smile focus group tested to appeal to the most gullible swathe of the electorate.
Now, enough of this delightful political... What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized... Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only...
Darling, that can't be an official designation.
Because a great percentage of Revachol...
Jamrock and other parts of the...
Whatever you wish, officer. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance. I'm just enjoying the view.
A dead body we still need to get down.
Listen.
The baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
No, listen. The Insulindian Bay. This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolt. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll...
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I'm all ears, officer. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. Of course. I'm sorry.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too in. The bed is still cold from the...
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't. You're not cooperating. Brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomforts of you.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding but this suffering. It must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
Oh yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that? Sure you do.
At least they're interesting. People are beautiful.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some...
Let it.
But it never seems...
That was silly.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
'Cause you're not cooperating. Brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomforts of you.
I mean, why would I want to talk to you? I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? I mean, why would I want to talk to you? I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? No, you're not. You're not the only cop in the world. Okay, fine. Let's...
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation.
I don't know.
Don't say anything, Judith.
I'm just looking out.
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
You're a fucking asshole. Are we done here?
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Wow, you seem stable and in control. Allow me to say, No, what do you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. As he might be wearing a disguise.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something...
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Oh, well, go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard.
I'm not getting involved in this.
No.
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. But I'm gonna go with no right now. Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say...
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
You're not shitting me, Millen. I can smell it all the way here. The whole town stinks.
We're getting to it. There have been complications.
I would love to, but I'm busy fucking off and not cramping your style. And that might cramp it, you see? I don't know. Why are you?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even? Strange.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Okay, why not? So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Why? Oh my god, there's more.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform. Exactamundo.
Well, that depends. Define fire.
Stop it, Jean. No.
Watch out for you.
That voice. So very familiar. Did you...
Oh, really? I wonder where. That's the where you remember me from? You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a quick.
Alright. We got a little further. This is about as far as we're gonna get for today, though. I gotta go to the gym. I appreciate you guys hanging out, watch me play some Disco Elysium. I'll be back next time. It's either gonna be Dead Space or Silent Hill, though. Alright, have a good one, guys. Catch you on the flip side. Fox out.